ready to put you guys on. Are y'all ready? Cause I'm about to put y'all on, okay? Let's go ahead and jump into it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with primer. So of course my eyes, brows, all of that is already done. Today's focus is simply just face. So for my primer, I'm just using my e.l.f. Poreless Primer. I have been loving this primer, you guys. I have been loving it so much. I don't even want to try the matte one because the original is just so good. So I'm just going to apply this to all the areas where I tend to get oily and where I have pores. So basically I'm just applying it on my nose and in my T-zone area. Since this is a powder type of makeup look and we're using powder as our foundation today, we're gonna go ahead and start off with the concealer. So basically we're doing the opposite of what we normally would do if we were using a liquid. So the concealer I'm using is just this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is actually the matte version. I don't like this one as much as I like the hydrating one, but this one definitely does the job as far as giving me the coverage I need, especially with this powder, using powder in general. And I love the color on it. It's not too bright, like it's not as bright as I would normally use for concealer, but it's also you know, not too dark either. Like it's not my skin tone, but it's just a little bit lighter. Do y'all get what I'm saying? And we have to work really fast with this product because it does dry really fast. But I literally just want to go ahead and do 1 to 2 sections at a time because this concealer does not come to play, okay? This is nothing short of a matte concealer, okay? So don't expect any dew, any hydration, none of that, just matte. And whatever's left over on my sponge, I'm just going to go ahead and run it right across the nose. I'm also going to go back in with that concealer, apply just a teeny bit to my forehead, my chin, and my upper lip. Because I do really like a highlighted look. So, in just those areas. And I know I'm looking really crazy right now, but trust the process, I'm telling y'all. This concealer is so matte, like you don't even need powder. But anytime we use liquid, you always want to go in with powder. So for my powder, I am using my Sacha Buttercup. This is like a real old school throwback. This was like one of the very first setting powders that I started using and that I purchased in my makeup collection. But it does the job for my powder foundation routine. I really love it. It does not give me any flashback because the powder is yellow and it suits my dark to deep skin tone very well. And I just realized I actually took out the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, which is also a really good concealer to use as well. It's going to give you coverage and it's also super affordable. It's actually one of my favorite drugstore concealers. And before we move on to the star of the show, I have to mention this e.l.f. sponge. This is my favorite sponge for my powder foundation. I love that this portion of it is so flat that you literally can just pounce the makeup on here, on your face. And I love that this does not soak up any of your makeup. Any powders, any liquids that you place on this sponge is gonna be on your faces. It's not gonna be left in the sponge, it's gonna be on your face. This is the Loreal Infallible Powder Foundation. You guys know how much I love the actual liquid foundation, the Freshwear liquid foundation. They came out with the powder, y'all, and I had to try it. And I have to be honest with you guys, I've already cheated. I've already used this like once or twice, and I love this. I love it, sis. Like if they make this in your shade, go out and get it. You may have to go to like Walmart or like other stores that maybe have like a wider variety of the shades. I actually purchased mine from CVS. If you guys cannot tell, it literally has a little thing on there. And I got mine in copper, which is the same shade that I wear for the liquid foundation. So this is bomb, y'all. Like from the drug, I have never found a powder foundation from the drugstore that I love this much. Y'all know the powder that I love is from the powder foundation I normally use is from like your local beauty supply store, but this one is really nice, and it looks a lot lighter in the pan, but once you put it on the face, it kind of like warms up a little bit and it turns like this orangish. It's a little bit darker, but I feel like with powders, I like my powders a little bit darker, because the whole idea of doing like a powder foundation is so that you can actually do it quickly, so you won't need bronzer, blush, and all of that stuff. If you do use it, it's by choice and it's not like a need. So that's why I love choosing a shade a little bit darker, but this really isn't darker. I think it's just all the concealer that's making it look so dark. But yeah, y'all, this is bomb.com. I believe this is the powder foundation that everybody was talking about that went viral on TikTok, and honey, like, it deserved that. It deserved to go viral because this is really good. Like, it's really, really nice. Really nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this all over my face. And as you guys can see, my face is nowhere near to be perfect at all. So if you do have like a few acne scars or something like that, it definitely will cover those up for the most part. But if you really, really want them to be covered up, I advise you to just go ahead and go in with some concealer, like to spot conceal, like a concealer that's your skin tone or something like that. Especially if you want, like, you know, you want it to be like full coverage. But for me, when I rock powders and stuff, I don't expect a whole lot from a powder. Like, as far as coverage, I don't expect as much from a powder as I expect from a liquid, if that makes sense. So if I'm gonna have a liquid foundation, you better believe it's gonna be somewhere medium to full coverage. But powders, not so much. And y'all see how I was kind of looking crazy at first, but now everything is starting to come together. And then I just kind of go back and forth with the part that I conceal with, just to make sure I'm not losing like that highlighted look, but I'm also getting the coverage I need everywhere else. Hopefully I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. But it does, it looks really, really good on my skin tone. And of course, since I'm wearing a bun, you want to make sure you get everything, sis. Like that neck, you want to get everything. You want everything to be nice and blended, okay? Say it with me. Nice and blended. Okay, you got it. You got it, sis. Honestly, you guys, I could literally do my face like this, leave it like this, and I'm out the house. Put on like some gloss or something, and I'm pretty much done. But I do want to go ahead and add maybe just a little bronzer, a little blush, and finish off the rest of my face. But this is pretty much how the foundation look. Y'all see how easy that was? So if you're like a working woman, a 9-to-5 type of woman, and you're looking for like an easy go-to type of makeup look without having to deal with the liquid, because it's been plenty mornings where I have got ready, you guys, and I literally had liquid on my clothes and I had to go change my whole outfit before work. If you know what I'm talking about, you know the struggle, okay? But this is perfect for like just something simple, easy, go-to, and it's also really, really accessible because it's at your local drugstore, and it's also affordable. So now that my face is completed, I'm gonna go ahead and chat with you guys about this powder foundation. So like I said, this is not my first time wearing this foundation, you guys. I cheated. I know. This is probably like my second or third time wearing this foundation. It is amazing. It's very creamy. It's very lightweight. I don't feel like anything is on my skin. Once my natural oils start to mix with the foundation, I feel like it just looks even more natural and even more flawless. I didn't have any problems with it seeping into my smile lines. I will say that they could add a lot more shades than what they have. But other than that, I feel like this is a really, really nice foundation. If I had to rate it as far as coverage, I would give it like a more light to medium coverage. It's definitely buildable, so you definitely can keep going in with product. And like I was saying in the application portion of this video, if you do have like a lot of dark marks and a lot of acne, this product may not give you as much coverage as you expect it to, or as much coverage as you would like, especially if you suffer from those things, hyperpigmentation, all of those sorts of things. But this is a really go-to, like, quick and easy. Oh my god, I gotta be to work in 20 minutes. I need to do my hair, I need to do my makeup. This is that kind of product. This is not a full glam, I'm going out with the girls, date night with babe. This is not that kind of product. This is just something light, something simple, something easy, and just something that can get you out the door pretty much. But it also is really nice for my girls out there that are beginners when it comes to makeup, or you don't really want to wear or mess with the whole liquid thing, and you just want something super quick, super easy. This will be perfect for you. So yeah, that is pretty much my thoughts on this foundation. It is amazing. Like, I love it. And I don't know if I mentioned, I may have just said this already, but normally I have problems with products seeping into my smile line. So if you have wrinkles on your face or you have smile lines, that may cause you to steer away from applying powders in general in your makeup routine. But do not fray away from this one. Do not be scared of this one, you guys, because this one does not seep into your smile lines. Whether you have wrinkles in your forehead, underneath your eyes, it's not going to do any of that, and it's definitely not going to budge. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's angel approved, sis. I've been wearing the hell out of this powder foundation. I can't even lie. So that is pretty much it for this makeup look. Super easy, super simple. If you have not checked this powder out already, be sure to go ahead and go to your local CVS, your local Walgreens, Walmart, Shoppers, whatever you have in your city, and get this powder, you guys. It is absolutely amazing. I did want to go ahead and say one extra thing though. If you're going to be wearing a mask all day, or your job requires you to wear your mask a lot, this powder foundation might not last as long as you expect it to. But if you're not wearing a mask and those sorts of things, then you will be completely fine with wearing this powder foundation. I also will be interested in seeing how this foundation would look with a liquid. I bet the coverage will be crazy. I may have to try that. Comment down below and let me know if you guys want me to try that out. Until next time, y'all be blessed, stay safe. I love y'all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.